What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are back with another video. This video is under the Fair Use Act, and the Fair Use Act is in the description box of the video as well as the About Me section of the platform. The Fair Use Act is used to educate you guys on what we are covering on this particular platform. Please keep in mind that this video and all my videos are allegedly, as well as educational purposes only. Really quick, I'm going to dive in real quick. So Claressa decides to say, well, we're going to save her for last because we know how that could be. In the event, I want to speak on the whole 50 Cent lawsuit, right? And I want to be clear because we're not, going after any victims, or we're not disqualifying anybody's story, or none of that. I'm not saying he did, he didn't, she lying, he lying. I'm not saying none of that. But what I am saying is this, that for some time now, a lot of us have been saying that you have to be mindful. You have to pay attention, because when those folks decide that they are going to pick who they're going to pick to elevate, no matter how messy, no matter how much chaos they're causing, no matter what it looked like to our children, when those people up top say, we want him or we want her, they will try to take down any and everybody, right? And I'm saying that to say we've seen these things play out all over and over and over. We've seen a lot of things, but people paid off behind the scenes, so we never heard about it. We've seen a lot of things, but people just didn't speak because they were still getting rent or whatever the case. But when you start to affect who they have chosen up top, everybody will know you, your story, your business, what you got going on behind the scenes. And so 50 was going at it with Claressa and PAPOOSE, right? She claimed she was suing him. She did the cease and desist, allegedly. But yet, she continuously to go on platforms and talk about him. How does that work? How is it one-sided? How? If you tell him to leave you alone, then why are you bothering him, allegedly? Why isn't she going after the person that allegedly gave 50 Cent the receipts? And why would she be so sure and certain that he don't have ring cam footage? According to Bud, she's been in his house, allegedly. And so wouldn't that lead us to believe that Bud do have ring cam footage? I mean, who don't have a ring cam these days? So if she knows if she's been there or not. So now, if he's going off of what somebody told him, and Bud also said in his interview something about some legal things going on, allegedly. And again, 50 was going back and forth with Claressa and Pap. And then Pap came out with the trash. And then Claressa started doing the most and saying, get in the ring. And dude, nobody's getting in the ring, girl. You don't even want to get in the ring. And that's why you're doing what you're doing. That's why you're allegedly signing boxes and doing the most. So that you could sit down and run around and babysit Papoose, allegedly, my opinion. And so here go 50, probably about to pay some more money or go to court or whatever. I hope he's staying 10 tones down, if he right or wrong, right? Because I feel like taking accountability is also very important, and to teaching our youth the importance of taking accountability. Allegedly, I'm not saying he did nothing, or he did, or didn't. But it is important, the understanding of accountability, no matter the repercussions. That would give people the chance to say, okay, I better think twice before doing this. Remy Martin understood the assignment. She understood the assignment. Have this thing go time. That's it. No matter what, just go and see what happens. And so when things came out about Papoose and Claressa, who the up top has chosen, I'm not saying in her boxing career, because yes, Claressa has worked hard. Yes, she is considered the champ in the ring. Yes. But when it comes to her music, no one's heard of it until her connection with Pap. Even though I did see some things on her page that was put out before. So I'm not saying she wasn't doing it, but it wasn't put in our face like it is now, if that makes sense. And so now, all of a sudden, she's signing this. She's one in the gym at the Remy Network. She's with Pap, and Remy's the one that's trash, allegedly. And so, and for her to be stating that she's a role model to the new generation, to teaching them what? That this mess is okay? Teaching them that you really don't love yourself even though you're saying it out loud? Because the way your life is lining up, your relationship alone says that you don't love yourself, that you really don't know that you deserve your own Carissa. It just don't say that. So yeah, we can't take away her accolades. Nobody's trying to do that. I don't know why she's trying to make it like that's what it is, because it's not that. It's not. So she's using Pap using her. 50 stepped in, and those people are saying, nah. Sort of like the Diddy with the whole alcohol thing. He went after those folks, and they said, you know what? We're going to throw everything you got going on the table. And we're going to sit you down and make you think about it, in my opinion. Remy had her situation. She did her time. She had her baby. And she went for it by herself. Okay, he did him, I did me. Okay, this ain't working. I'm out. You got to go. He didn't want to leave. He was sleeping and on the couch, allegedly, according to them, and trying to build an escape plan to go with Carissa. And she was helping, allegedly. Because you see, it don't matter if they were sleeping together. He was living in her home. The engagement ring never happened, according to Pat. But she's still making it like this man is doing the most. Remy Network is in a high ranking on Apple because she understood the assignment. Thank God that Remy is connected to some of those people. No matter how bad people don't like Joe, and no matter, like, Joe has made his stance in the industry, right? Remy is the baby of that era in Terror Squad, right? And so when all this stuff all started, I was like, they ain't hardly letting nothing happen to her. They just not. They not. You know? Even with 50 Cent, they said that 50 Cent, you know, was cheering her on, getting out, doing different, doing better. And now Carissa, she wants to be all loud, telling people what they ain't gonna do. Nobody, right? Nobody, who's gonna fight you, girl? Who? So at that point, I feel like Carissa is trying to bait people, mainly Remy, to really, really crash out, to possibly file a charge, right? You're not going to be in a room with her. The Pap knows better. That's the part that Carissa don't get. There are rooms that Remy be in that they would never be in at the same time. Never. And if they do, Pap is not going to be beside her if he knows that she's going to be there. And so I think Carissa is really wasting her time. Nevertheless, that the anniversary is the 13th and Mother's Day is the 10th. And Carissa on the internet doing the most, trying to make him pick where he gonna be for the holiday. If you're not gonna be here, I'm crashing out. If I can't go with you, I'm crashing out. You know what? I'm gonna be with my own family, even though I never really cared to bring them around. Like, why would you bring your mother around before Mother's Day? Why did you link both mothers up together since his mother is comfortable with you going over there to her house? Why didn't you take your mom to meet his mom? It's just a lot going on. There's absolutely a lot going on. You guys have sent me another story. I don't want to speak on that right now because mental health is a real thing, and I do not want anything or anyone considering doing anything to themselves because of something that I have said, you know. And so I'm not gonna touch that. Not now anyway. Anyway, y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, love on those that love on you, and pray for the world. Peace.